HP as well, trying and hoping to send it towards the A site. A missed shot from JDM means he'll survive, but he has been tagged up significantly. Config knows exactly where he is now.
JDM wraps around op still in hand. Config bounces the smoke out in front of him. He'll deploy one of his own. The Config tries to fire toward the arch through and then backs off. A 4-on-4 defense, relatively thinned, but it's Inferno, and as long as your rotations are ahead of schedule, you're usually fine. Being a man down.
I like that. Good incendiary.
Very good. They have to commit to walking through it when they go in between the smoke, and Stan does get a kill with it, stacked up with Elige. Elige, having gone down immediately beforehand, did damage. As Stan starts to push through, knows they're planting, and he's going to get there in time. Good flash, nearly turned around 180 to catch out Config. But it's still a 2 versus 2, and the bomb will be regathered and planted yet again, or at least attempted to be. It will be this time. He's down with 16 seconds left in the round as JDM gets closer, but Config is ready. He's going to be alive. Config, 13 HP. He will get walled down by Twist. Throws away his gun and then picks it back up again. I think it's the exact same one. Twist looking towards CT, has it wrong, but now reads right, and so is Cajun. He's not committed at all. This would be done already if he'd held it, but how would he have known? He tries to tap again. Cajun will commit this time to the peak. It needs to be aggressive and quick. I think he might just have time.
He does, definitely. Well, there we have it. Twist, one of the rising stars on the North American scene, former TSM player, came into Team Liquid, and there was a little bit of doubt as to whether he could perform at a world-class level, but he's proving himself to be one of the shining stars of this team, along with Elige. He used to be Elige and Nitro, but it's certainly Elige and Twist these days. Great clutch from him up against one of the veterans of Counter-Strike, Cajun B. Cajun played that perfectly as well. The fact he faked out that he was going to peek from Banana made a little bit of noise there, and still Twist holds his nerve with the bomb ticking away. Zeus will be very happy with that. That was very well done. North with a little bit of cash here to work with. They've got 3 AK-47s, a Deagle and a UMP. Decent utility. Nothing amazing, but they've got a few smokes and flashbangs to work with here, and the Molotov. Round number 7. 5-1. This is looking very promising for Liquid here.
Promising indeed. They get aggressive toward Banana. That'll put an anchor at the bottom of Banana. Unfortunately, I can't see. It's Nitro. I was going to say I can't see who it was, but it was Nitro. And in doing so, they'll send the rotations back toward the A site. I think this time we may have finally kicked the bucket here. Heck, we've been getting a black screen every now and then, but this time it's gone black for an extended period of time. It's back now.
It's back now. That was touch and go for a second, but I think we're okay. As it...
You can guess what happens.
Come on.
Oh, that's amazing. It might just be a loose cable. I don't know.
I don't know. Excuse me.
Well, I see a push down mid. As we said, Nitro was there. He's elected to back off and go toward the car position. If you want to test your shoutcasting ability with game sense, do it without being able to see the game, as they have to be ready for the B push. JDM is still watching toward the top of the arch, but all 5 are in Banana. I can tell you that because I get snippets of information every about 10 seconds. And Nitro's at the ready. Smokes go down. He's fired in. He's taken Volda out first. It was all M4 firing, so surely he's found the kill, but the AKs respond. I'm not exactly sure who's won it out, but AZ's got Elige. As it comes back to vision, and he's already going to wrap around inside of the site. They are a man down, but the plant comes in early. That's going to allow North to set up a post-plant position. That includes Banana. Banana that will be contested by whoever number 5 is. I didn't have time to correlate the name. Stanislaw, who's rotating out of the A site. Cajun sits at the ready to try and combat. Hold on. Do you hear M4s or AKs? That's how you're going to distinguish who's winning what duel, Henry.
I'm going to give it a go now. 4-on-3, and it will be Twist to take down Config here. This is looking like they've done enough. Another successful retake there. That was the force fight from North. They had AKs and pistols, and it's not quite enough. The North American side looking emphatic right now. They're actually playing very well. Great retakes and disciplined, coordinated player. I'm actually very impressed. North looking like they haven't got much to show as of yet. Getting the bomb down is a decent start, but unable to find the frags in the post-plant situation, and they're losing the kills 1 by 1. The frag shot starting to come through. It's a lead on 11 kills, 3 deaths. Slightly so far for Cajun B, 0 and 6 for him. He sometimes can be a little bit quiet. AZ has been a controversial player at times for North, but certainly found some form as of late. He's looked actually pretty fantastic in the last month or so. Full eco now for the North side. Great Danes will just have Glocks, PD-50s, a Deagle, and a nade to the face. Config doesn't take too much damage there. And fall back. That's round number 8. continues. First kill for JDM, nice and easy. Config tries to challenge at the boiler room, taken down. That confirms they are indeed on an eco. They would have maybe able to recognize that anyway.
Twist ready on the balcony. Our vision restored. It was like a flashbang that was hitting us every 10 seconds, but we were getting black screens instead of white ones. Good shot. I think. Already gone, and Volda tagged. Unfortunately, not a kill, but it's just pistols, so we need not get too excited. It was a good shot nonetheless. Nitro waits behind the pillar. Steps out, he got the assist on the first, he's got the kill on the last 3 now, including the pistol shot toward Volda. 7-1 Liquid, not a bad start at all. North is struggling to get rolling on the T side of Inferno.
Yeah, that was the full eco, but we'll see what they can do here now with the decent buy. AKs across the board. No Warp coming off occasion, but yet to frag. He is the decent AWP player for North, but it's difficult to bring that out on the T side of Inferno. It's very rare for a performance like we saw from Guardian earlier today. On a map like this, trust me, that is not a thing you'll see every single day. That was mind-blowing what he was doing on the T side. It's completely ripping Gambit apart. Number 9, and it will be a lead now to push through. It's going to be Nitro. Oh, I love this change of stance as well. Tag team as they find the first couple of frags here. Stanislaw trying to steal the round away. Config left in towards the underpass. That should be it. Whatever they had in mind, they didn't take the tactical pause. Aggression coming in. There's a gap in that smoke. No reason to push anymore. The CTs have got full control at this point. Varda and Config to try and do anything they can. Certainly, 2 of the most impressive players they have available for North. It's still possible here. 1 minute 15 on the clock. But they're isolated in T steps. With smoke, 3 flashbangs, and a couple of Molotovs to work with here. They'll bide their time. See if there's any sort of opening here, but the job has been done. JDM with the smoke down, still going to peek down. Banana Config is on the other side of it. AK's in hand. If they could find the kill to JDM fast enough, he's the only one directly inside of the B site, or thereby on the doorstep. The rotation will come back around. At least to support. They know now there is a presence in Banana, and they're likely to be together, given that they're down 2 men. JDM finds the shot. Config down. Should be pretty straightforward. We go 8-1, and JDM makes no mistake of it. This is looking a bit too easy for Liquid. Yeah, it hasn't really been the game we built it up to be. So hopefully we can still see North post a few rounds. Still early days, believe it or not. Like, they're 8-1 down. They can still come back and not win the half, but tie things up, I guess, at 8-7, so we won't call it done just yet. Obviously, maximum loss bonus is going to be a factor at this point. The bomb going down, that means the buys, they will be limited, so that's why they take this approach. They certainly could have bought, but it wouldn't have been great. I mean, like a mishmash of Galils, a couple of AKs, maybe a pistol or 2. So let's go for the partial buy here. Liquid presumably win this one, but the Eagles of the Danes normally is something to talk about, but the double grenades could be a bit of a factor here as well. And Liege looking for the jump shot, he can't find it. Maybe a bit overzealous at that point. That wasn't required. Oh my goodness! Config jumping, Desert Eagle headshot. They needed a bit of luck and they find a miracle. 4-on-3 now, but JDM does take down Valda towards middle.
What? No way! I was about to say, all right, he's done his job, 19 HP, and he slides in with the AK and nails the head off Stanislaw. Yep, they certainly needed luck. They've got that. It's Twist, well removed, back towards CT. No armor, even though they picked up the gun, with the exception of, obviously, Config, who's done incredible work. He needs to be very careful of the flames beside him. Double checks to make sure that they won't catch him. Further Molotov goes deep again. A single nade would do it. They don't have one.
That's it, I'm afraid. Looks like the round will go in favor of North, just as we thought. They didn't stand a chance here. PD50s and the Deagle, it's Config. Of course it is. That delivers. We need a replay of that right now. The fact that the lead, yep, questionable that he gives that first kill away, but then the jumping Desert Eagle shot behind the wall, the 1D, like, that's just unbelievable. 19 HP, he'll survive. He gets the 3rd kill as well. Single-handedly wins it. Let's have a look then, shall we? So the first shot, it was a lead giving it away. That was a really nice shot. Like, he was unlucky to die. Like, fair enough. Like, he didn't have to jump twice. They knew he was low. This is the one that caught my attention, though. Oh, my God. Bye.
That is so sick. So frustrating, too.
Yeah. kind of shot that makes you feel sick to your stomach.
Yeah, both kinds of sick.
Yeah.
Well, ops out either side, and it's Liquid. Still have a massive lead as well, although the AK is picked up and carried back over by Config. But it means the money wasn't really given a chance to establish itself where they were on pistols. So that transpires. Liege again is out toward the half wall, flashed off once more. MSL's close. Nitro will throw a smoke down there for it that they can back off with. He hears them coming and goes aggressive. Finds the immediate shot onto AZ, but Config gets JDM.
Right, Config starting to show us that North still stand a chance here with the eco victory. He opens things up towards Boiler as well, taking down JDM, so the AWP removed. It's always going to be a pivotal factor. JDM getting better and better as time goes on. It seems this Liquid lineup, but it might not be enough here. Cajun B gets one with the AWP the first time he's had the weapon out on the T side. 3 versus 2. This could be not necessarily a reset with all the reinvestment. Certainly, money won't be in a fantastic place in the next round, but they did win the eco before. Cajun and MSL with B control. It's Cajun coming with the bomb late. They can't smoke CT spawn. He's going to have to... Oh, there's already smoke from him, so that's okay. We'll get a bomb down there. That's fine. I'll take that.
MSL's position was decent for Ruins, but he's thought better. Oh, a bit I thought Cajun was going to get 2 for 1. And Liege pretty much gets the same thing. Yeah, so that works, and he'll get the retake again for Liquid. That'll make it 9-2. A bomb plant down with guns carried over after a win. It might be significant.
Well, the bomb planted, I think that means they... Oh, yeah, they can buy, so they'll have to distribute the wealth out. But here's the replay from Twists and Co. doing a good job towards middle. Cajun B did what he could. I think there was enough for a buy here, just about. We'll have a look. There was, as you can see, that is not the updated money. We don't see it for a few seconds. Sometimes we narrowly miss out on it. Let's have a look. Yeah, so there you go. It's not a full in. So they've kept the money around the 2K mark, which is fine. Still a chance to win these rounds. MSL and Config with the AK-47s laid down from Stanislaw. Looking for double digits here as we go forward. There's first off shot coming in. Headshot at that.
Well,
this we have lost the stream now, unfortunately. Matt, you're going to have to...
No, there's something hilarious about this aspect, and it's Murphy's Law. We literally got a tech guy come in and watch over our shoulder to see what it was doing. No sooner did he leave the room, and it's gone full black. Like, that is Murphy just pulling all the strings.
It sounds like there's M4 shots coming in. I can only assume kills going in favor of Team Liquid. Maybe a bit of a rebuttal there from the AKs. The AWPs firing off, rattling left, right, and center. Bomb planted now. I would imagine it's about a 3-on-2 situation, maybe in favor of the terrorists at this point. The AWP up on either side, who knows?
M4 shots suggest the retake going extremely well. I'm going to guess that that's probably a Liege rotating back over AK exchange. Probably Config, but a shot that goes the way of the CTs as the round continues on. Smoke out of the bomb. Diffuse kit in hand. I don't know, but he certainly tapped it. Will he hold it? Guns will reveal. AK to peek. No peek just yet. In fact, I suggest he's probably off it. No. The retake was probably done. There probably wasn't even a terrorist alive.
Wasn't even a terrorist alive.
But it's fun to make it hyped while we have a chance.
Yeah, well, we did what we could. It will be another Team Liquid round there. I think that's double digits, and that was just a partial buy coming in from the north side. 2 AKs. Felt like it came down to a 1v1 situation. I didn't hear any footsteps when the defuse going on. So still a decent effort there. Bomb planted means he gets an extra $100. I think $2,400 on top of the 2K they had. So a nice healthy buy here. The Glock's being shot at the start. And I'd imagine they have a full buy. Maybe a few nades. The AWP could come out. Cajun B had a very quiet game. I can hear the scope flicking away.
I was right. It was a Liege. I knew that part.
Okay. Well, there we go. Just to reiterate, we don't know what's going on. We've got black screens right now. It's a bit of
I can cast a 30-second delay off of Twitch.
Okay, that doesn't really help us that much. So you can at least give us updates on how accurate we were. Unfortunately,
it was a 2 versus 0.
We need to, like, if the admins are listening, we need to pause the match. Like, we can't do this.
Either they pause the match, or we have to get something imported to us immediately. If we had wireless headsets.
I have a Go TV, I think.
Do you? Well, get in there, Hank.
Oh no, the power's died. That's what I think's happened.
Oh, you're right.
Did you kick something out?
Nope. No. You know what? I think that it's died. Maybe my laptop being plugged. No, that can't be because it was doing it sooner. That wrecked my ears. Speaking of ears, I'm hearing AK shots from afar. Still no bomb plant down in the round. It's almost like being a radio caster, except you're actually a radio listener doing the casting at the same time. As more shots rain out from an M4. This time, I'm going to guess it's probably Nitro. As the smoke goes down for execution on entry. The work position at Banana Molotov's landing likely, I'm going to say Oranges 1, maybe Oranges 2. If they've got a third one, that would go toward Emo. Instead, they walk in. Still no bomb plant. I'm guessing there's probably about 20 seconds left in the round, if I'm right. Put Kappa in the chat. Bomb is planted either way. That'll extend the time. Based on where we were 30 seconds ago, I'm going to suggest that that might be on the A site because they had control of the mid wall. First shot works out well for the M4. My monitor has at least turned back on. Our tech guy has returned. Continuing the bomb tick. Shots off balcony, for sure. I know that sound recognition as they drop down AK. Can't do anything, and you know what? I think it might be best to let the sounds speak for themselves. But another round at the very least for North. It'll be 10-3 as a result.
So, man, what did I miss? I was on my hands.
Apparently, I was actually close with the 20 seconds because I said put Kappa. All the people would put Kappa anyway.
I don't think that's really a sign of how well you were doing.
Yeah, that's. Listen, I'm trying. It was. I can look in the replay and say a 2 versus 2 with bomb down, and North actually held on to it. So, still going. I can hear some people running toward the apartments. It's probably best. We don't need to distract from the action, so
we'll take our heads ourselves and we'll be back momentarily.
Well, I've got a map. That's a sign. We're moving on. Map is up. AZ has bomb. Cajun, MSL, and Config are already toward the top of middle. It's nice to have you join us again, game. We missed you.
Really did. That was actually quite challenging. Round number 14. And it looks like Liquid did indeed find double digits in terms of the buys. Khalil and a UMP available on the T side. That's in the hands of MSL and Config respectively. As they are in a pretty solid default for now, 2 players making their way towards Banana. They have got the smokes and flashbangs available for full execution if required. North, renowned as an execution-based team. 35 seconds remaining. The smoke deployed potentially for the Banana split if required, but no players at the top of Banana, so maybe that won't be happening. You can see Elige guessing this could be a possibility as he sits in the arch position itself, but smoked out. This will be an actual wrap as they commit towards the A site.
Commit they will do. Twist takes down Cajun B. That one I can confirm. Elige. That M4 that I heard. It's always him. Twist has one as well. Volda falls. This has the potential to go to a 12-3 halftime. AZ gets a kill back on Elige that may at least allow a bomb plant, so he goes to the safest corner and spins as he dare. He gets it down, too, so money at least.
Good effort. Yeah, might as well spin. You know you're going to be dying any second, and you're just happy to get the plant down at that point. North haven't really been electrifying today, a map they're usually very good on. Their CT side, to be fair to them, is where I think they do most of their work. Its Config is an absolute beast on this map. You can see no one really fragging and stepping up for them. Config 11 kills, fair enough, but AZ 5, KGB 3, Valda, another star of the team, 5 of 14. I expect those guys to be near the top of the scoreboard, but Liquid have played an absolutely perfect game so far. It's looking great. Final round of the first half. Pistols out, UMPs, and stuck between fire. Config, though, this is by design. They know this could funnel them towards a locked position. They won't be pushing out and challenging it.
MSL with just the pistol, despite that bomb plant. Doesn't give them much to work with, so as I said, potential to go 12-3. Good find on AZ. Volda takes back Nitro. But Elige will get aggressive. Smoke down, flashes are out. The shots rain in, Elige lines up 2. It's just Volda on the other side of it, and the Deagle nearly finds that, but it's pretty much writing on the wall. 3 kills for Elige, and I think 12-3 is probably going to be the case.
It will be 4-on-2 situation. Bomb down, but still time to work with it. It's Valda and Cajun B. Elige has got 3 kills in the round. How many multi-fragging rounds has he had in this half? It's been unbelievable. Gives his position away. He might not be aware that Valda knows exactly where he is. They'll wait for another opportunity to come through to take him down, but Stanislaw could beat him to the punch. Bomb dropped, and that should be the round. KGB had a very, very quiet game. UMP in hand, I don't think he gets much more than that one kill, and 12-3 will be the first half score. I apologize for the technical issues. I know it's frustrating.
It was a little bit fun.
It was fun. It's something we haven't done before, but I can only apologize, and we hope it doesn't happen again. And solid plays from Zeus. He's normally very animated and jumping around. He looks quite calm today.
He's trying to keep his composure, you know. Yeah. He's got to flirt.
Yeah, he's got to look cool, right?
He's got to look
got to have that
cool
swagger.
And collected.
Hand in the pocket, cap on. Exactly. It's looking pretty good.
Exactly. Twist on the other side. Sitting beside Elige. Youngest looking team, maybe? Well, maybe not. You got Rops on Mouse Sports, and he makes it, you know, he takes like 10 years off himself, right? He makes everyone else around him look
17
younger.
To be fair. So
I know. So Twist, is Twist 18 yet?
Yes.
Okay.
The magnificent Van Dogen.
Van Dogen. Vandokist, some people call him.
Do they? Is that just you?
That just, it's, you know, that I am some people.
That's true. Well, we swapped things over. Molotov deployed at the start to stop any sort of CT aggression there. Team Liquid, no upgraded pistol, 3 sets of armor, a couple of smokes as well. The 2 smokes, to me, normally suggest they'll end up towards B. It's the easiest place to try and get that bomb down, like a lot of the B bomb sites in CSGO and the pistols rounds generally. He can execute towards A, Cage, and B. Oh, could get a bit unlucky here. He'll get one. When he get the double, he does. Quiet game for him so far, but that could make up for it. They win the pistol here. Certainly got a chance of getting back into this game. 5 versus 3. The CZ paying dividends. And now, he'll fall back. Taking a lot of damage in the process, but that was very well done indeed.
The good news is, no one will ever hype a 2v0 more than that ever again.
Was that what it was?
It was 2v0.
Okay. We're like, oh, he's got it. It's a full defuse. It's a ninja.
Well, either way, we have to wait to see how the pistol round subsides, because it's Elige and Twist that have departed. No one on North has left us yet, which, do the math. Chance for them to really strike. Meanwhile, North have MSL to hold off against JDM. Stanislaw finally gets a kill back for Liquid, but he's taken down through the smoke by Config. Bomb dropped in the process, 14 seconds, and Nitro's completely surrounded. Chances of doing anything with it, not great, although I say that, and he goes through the smoke to find one. Headshots would do if he could find Valda fast enough. He cannot.
Well, there we have it. Meant to be, and it will be a chance now for North to really get back into this one. We'll take we'll have a chance to have a look at Elige.
Gotta love a look at Elige.
It's a long extended look. Maybe one that was a little bit too long, but who knows? The Liquid.
Did you not like it?
Well, it's just like, well, it wasn't really showing anything.
You don't want to look at John? What are you trying to say about John?
It's beautiful, but like, I'd rather look at the team, or I'd rather look at the money or something, so I can actually help out, do my job. Either way, it's going to be Deagles, CZs, and PT50s here. HE grenades available. Not force buying into this one. They did manage to get the bomb plant down to assume the AKs will come through. UMPs, pretty much across the board. We've got Valda with the M4A4 in hand, and a headshot to Nitro. That's going to hurt in the morning. 17M. Smoke's deployed. Elige towards the boiler. Just any kills that we get here will be beneficial, of course. But will certainly contribute to the next.
Valda will back off. Smokes go down. Cajun setting for the crossfire, and AZ set in a position where he can swing if needed, but still has coverage toward the apartment position. MSL, he's forward of those nades. Well forward of the nade strike that goes up, so he'll be able to capitalize. Willie, slow peek from Stan nearly reveals him, but he and Cajun now over toward A. Find kills. Still, okay, fair enough from Twist. One more to find in the rotation. Twist has done a tremendous job.
It's not bad, is it?
Unfortunately, Nitro is left with 3 HP, and Config knew exactly where he went based on how far down they were in Banana.
12 to 5, and Team Liquid must not got a long pistol. We had a bit of screen issues in the pistol, so I didn't quite catch it. So it looks like they just took the full eco to allow themselves to have that really decent buy in the next round. HG grenades here. CZs, PT50s, they know they've got this huge lead, don't want to give it up, want to make sure they have everything to work with. Quite rare to see that on the T side. They'll all just be nading and rushing banana by the looks of things. Could actually do a bit of damage here, not too much. I'm still at 50 HP and unarmed opponents in front of him. Burns one, mows down two. Config helps as well. Good Molotovs at the start. They have to run the gauntlet there as they rush to the top. Stanislaw with the P250. Round over. 12-6. The comeback begins.
Stan immediately downed by Config. 12-6. The comeback does begin, but we also begin the gun rounds.
Oh, yes.
The fun stuff, some would say. The meat and potatoes.
I was going to say that.
I knew you were going to say it. That's why I said it.
Well,
we finish each other's sentence.
The meaty filling will be arriving momentarily.
What is that, like a turducken?
Exactly.
Nice. The legendary turducken. Jesus, that's like Thorin mixed into a turkey. God knows what he does on his free time.
He's going to be UMPs and a couple of M4s here. Trying to keep the money strong here. Not upgrading his SMGs or opting for the AWP just yet. Looking at the bigger picture. Certainly fine on a map like Inferno. Plenty of crevices to hide with the UMP and some close range duels available. Round number 19 here. Liquid with the 12-3 half. Win the pistol, it's pretty much done, but it was North that get themselves back into the game. Money pretty okay for Liquid. It just goes to show if it forced by in the second. They've got the Molotov, flashbang smokes, everyone's got head armor. AK's there, so looking pretty healthy. Flashbangs in. Like that. That sort of pop flash release. And he'll be making a fast approach. This is the nice little set piece, but one that might not work out for them. Triple dink now for Valdi. Only gets one kill for it, but the damage has certainly been done. It's easy to mow them down. Twist even gets the team kill there. 3 versus 1 KGB, and we're certainly going to clean this one up. And there it is. That was Valdi. Only gets one kill there, right? But he did so much damage from the pit. Dinking 3 players, finding 1 kill, and then a team frag comes in as well.
The interesting aspect of that is that even though there was so much damage done by Valda from pit, as soon as he went down to the Molotov and the player dropped in pit, there was still a chance, based on position, that Liquid could actually swing around the site and find kills. But it just didn't work out because they got the trade immediately.
Well, that's going to be the 4-0 now. North managing to at least bring the scoreline to something competitive at this point. CZs, P250s, and 4 sets of armor. The partial buy for Liquid that have maximum loss bonus into the next round. A pick towards second middle, perhaps. AZ's feeling brave. You know, up against pistols here. Gets the first. That will do. And he'll fall back. There's damage towards Nitro. Manages to frag JDM. And now the 5 and 4 comes in. And Cage maybe a bit extended here, all things considered, but AZ there to back him up. And it looks like a pretty simple round overall.
Cajun ready. Good find. Takes down a leash. Flashes go out to try to gather the bomb up, but North is standing tall. They go 12-8. A comeback is definitely in the cards.
Oh, for sure. Like I said, the CT side of North, that's where they do their best work.
And they have massive amount of money right now as well. I think those 2 players well over 5 digits.
Just needed that pistol victory. Hold off any sort of force buys, and they were looking likely to be very successful.
It's to Nitro head immediately to alt middle. They've got guns. And they want to go fast. AZ's already thinking his position over and decides to fall back. Or does he? Goes back out, realizes there's already Molotovs at the top of middle. Twist is inside of the apartments already. Fire by Nitro to check the atrium. They'll double check it with the smoke down. Have to fall back and get a longer angle. Valda, meanwhile, back out, tries to spray in, knowing that they are toward the mid-wall, and he gets Nitro. Good angle, unfortunate for Nitro. A man advantage again for North, and he's not done, Valda. He continues to be relentless.
Yeah, very good stuff. Another gun round in round number 21 here. Advantage to North. AZ has been tagged up here, but it's going to be Liquid trying to recover with the JDM orb. Get him some control, and bit of damage inflicted, but smoked out. At least goes to the wide peak of the bomb as well. That should be round concluded. A little bit sloppy there. Trying to surprise the CTs and push through the smoke in an unexpected manner. But it's AZ to close things out here. Should be able to find this kill towards the quad position. So he twists, doing damage with his smoke, but I don't think this round is possible now.
Good shot, AZ takes down JDM. 1 versus 5 for Twist. No bomb plant. North is money. North's money. North is money. North is money. That's basically the point I was going to make anyway, so sometimes my words just form themselves. got a ton of it. Config takes down Twist. Through the wall, no less. It's one way to tell your sister to stay out of your room.
Problem you have?
No.
No.
No, I was usually in my siblings' room stealing their toys.
Okay. Oh, look at this clean sweep so far. 6-0 after a 12-3 half. It's looking very promising for the comeback. As we said, North just needed something to work with as they came into the second half. 3 rounds seemed to be enough. Get that pistol going, and they had no problem at all getting themselves in this game. Zeus will take a tactical pause now. Rally up the troops. Give them the inspiring speech. What do they need to close this one out?
Well, guns would certainly help for Liquid.
It would be a start.
That would be something that could certainly pay dividends.
Remember what Config did. Never forget. The Deagle play a banana.
Oh, yeah.
There's always a chance.
Inspiration.
When there's a will, there's a way.
I don't think there's been enough inspiration, though, because I'm not seeing any Deagles on the Liquid side.
So you're not really feeling it yet?
No, if they had Deagles, I might say, all right, let's do it. I got you, fam. But no, they're not going to do it. Config and Cajun. Already trying to take up positions. Cajun with a good shot on the AWP has found a kill early. MSL as well is going to get boosted back up inside of it. Look for additional damage. You will find it with relative ease, although not quite that easy. It does go down in the end. Config goes out. Wide feet. Close range for Elige. Gets a shot back, and he's going to go onto the AWP to try and take the 1 versus 3. In fact, leaving the bomb behind. Going for the glory.
And the glory is not found. Elige taken down, 12-10. Double digits now for North. That massive lead the Liquid have. It's not looking too tantalizing anymore. They haven't posted a single round on the T side, and it's North very comfortable. $16,000 for Config. He doesn't even have to purchase a nade into this round, so that's pretty good. Diffuse kits across the board, double orb setup. Not as beneficial as it used to be, right? But it's still very viable as we get into round number 23. And we'll be 2 players towards the B side with the AWPs. It's Config, known to be the more aggressive player, the evil AWPer of North compared to the angelic Cajun B.
Angelic, I like that. That's one way to describe his lovely blonde locks. GDM through the wall gets Config. That's pretty good too.
It's not bad, is it? People forget that is a wallbang that goes both ways. Normally the CTs pick that up. It's quite rare to see JDM find that shot, headshot as well. 4-4. Could this be the round they need? Only 1 player towards the B side for now. That's going to be MSL. Him and Config, quite the duo at B, but this is going to be a bit more of a struggle. Smokes remaining, only 2 of those on the CT side. 4 for Team Liquid. Full execution, certainly a potential. Less than a minute remaining. And it looks like that will be the play. Smokes towards CT spawn. Coffins, flashbangs over. Time ticking away for 45 seconds there. You want to probably bait out maybe a couple more flashbangs of smoke from the CT just in case. There are 2 players on that side of the map at this point.
It's Cajun back at the site with MSL boosted up. Smokes are down, flashes are out, and the entry commence. It's gone from black to blue. Op shot fired off as the bomb still tries to get closer inside of the site. However, it's counter-terroristic entirely shut it down. So North again went out the round and no bomb plants once more for Team Liquid. Yes.
Are you sure they won?
Yes.
I wasn't sure.
All you had to hear was counter-terrorists win. Sounds
Mate,
are important.
I'm not as experienced as you when it comes to this. This blank screen casting.
Listen, I talk to myself a lot in the dark.
Okay.
Okay. So I'm really good at making my life sound more glamorous than it is. I'm applying the same logic to Counter-Strike right now.
Well, I'm just going off Matt's word that North did indeed win that round.
Well, they did because you didn't get a beep, beep.
Yeah, we can kill them without fragging, can't you?
But it's a counter-terrorist win. See, 12-11.
You're right. We're
I
back.
was right.
And round number 24. Here we go. Oh, it's another partial buy effort, but this is all going horribly wrong. It should be 12-12 momentarily.
Well, it is a bit of a disaster for Liquid, who would have loved to have taken a 12-3 lead and just closed the game. We're about to be 12-12. This is lackluster and poor on their terrorist side. It's down to Twist.
the flair, though? Where's the execution? Where's the Wolfpack mentality? Twist, like we said, one of the star players, 17 years of age. I've been confirmed, apparently he's an 18. And they'll be up in the 2 versus 1. 1 minute remaining. Makes it a 1 versus 1. Config, though, knows the bombs on the left-hand side of that mid area. Twist, intelligently, doesn't want to cross there. Sees it out. And Config doesn't fancy it. What's his play here? He's actually going back towards B. Suggests that he's still towards middle by deploying the smoke, buying himself some time. Twist can't believe that the bomb could be that open, surely. Picks it up. And he's making a little bit of noise here, Config, as Twist... Oh, this is magnificent. Going down towards B. Config will go look at the bomb now. Notice it's gone. And then all hell broke loose. Bomb missing. The chase begins. It's Twist now. They have no idea where each other are. As you can see illustrated on the split screen graphic. Twist at this point will probably start running in like the next 5 seconds or so. There it is, yeah. In he goes. At this point, if you're going to be making noise, you might as well get that bomb down. And Config, pretty much as far away as he could possibly be.
Yeah. Unfortunate for him, he's realized it, picks up an AK.
Very difficult clutch now. He just has to go in like a elephant.
You know what, though? This spot, the way Config plays, this spot is so powerful that you almost expect Config to just check it. The way he plays and the way he thinks, I wouldn't... Look, he's already checking every corner. I would be surprised he just runs in and... Yep, there you go.
Disappointing different Twist there.
I'm just not surprised.
Play the bomb. Like, give it a chance. Like, you're playing against Config, like one of the best aimers in Denmark right now, and it's a little bit sorry that you gave him that sort of a frag, you know? Like, make him work for the bomb, make him touch it. Let him run past ruins. Like, don't even take the risk.
I think that you almost, you have to play very disciplined against Config in a 1v1.
Yeah, like
because he's so skilled. He just does everything. He just checks every corner, jumps around. If you even make a mistake, he's going to find you. But if you sit back, he's never going to.
The way it was as well, he had no time there. He couldn't even faked out a defuse. Like, that was a nice idea, I guess.
Also, do you like how he threw the...
What was that?
Don't know.
Did you hear it?
No, I did hear it, but I don't know what it was.
Chickens and bones. I know that's like an Easter egg that only plays like every every...
Ooh, I wonder if they just press a button in production.
No, it's not. It's in the game.
Oh.
And it's like an Easter egg. I can't remember how you trigger it, but it
Someone
does happen.
tell us. Someone tweet me. I'm intrigued by this. I like Easter eggs. I still have an Easter egg hunt every year in my house, and usually my brother and I end up fighting, and my sister just gets all the eggs while we're fighting. It's kind of fun.
12-12.
Do you notice he lit him on fire after he killed him?
It's true. He likes it. Well, a couple of frags coming in. This could be the first round for Liquid here. 4-on-3 advantage. JDM, end of apartments. Bomb planted on A. That's all the A presence pretty much shut down. It's Cajun B coming from the apartments. The good orb.
Yeah, chickens and bones, they're just little birds or something.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well... we wait to see how it all transpires as Cajun gets a boost on top of the smoke, knows they're inside of the pit. Finally a bomb plant for Liquid to play with. It's come back to 12-12 from 12-3, and yet they may not concede the lead if they can hold the round together. Cajun and Config, with Config going aggressive toward top mid instead. Has the AK in hand, and they're going to save? Interesting. That's an early call. They'll look for exits instead. They know the money situation. They've got lots. Liquid does not. Missed shot from Cajun, excuse me.
And, well, that's...
it's a shame they didn't have a kit, because you would have thought Config would be the one to try the Doji nade.
Sure.
No, I meant nade, sorry, not kit. You know what I meant.
Yeah. Well, Config. That's the first round they've given up in the second half. Pretty unbelievable that's happened. 13-12. Not an amazing amount of reset potential. Money's actually pretty decent for Team Liquid. Reinvestments will come through. I'm sure we'll see that update in a second when they finish up. So yeah, they still got a 5k on Twist and about 4 on Nitro, so they're okay. Reset definitely be a factor, but nothing too devastating. So it's round number 26. I didn't think this would go the distance, but North now knocking on the door of taking map number 1 here. Good Molotov will send the pack. I've seen that boost more and more these days towards the boiler. Allows you to look at the top of the steps and, of course, towards the bedroom position as well. It's a bit of a difficult angle to hit on the T side. An unexpected one. Good control granted, though. A Legion Twist boosting up towards a quad. I love this play so much. I think it can work so fantastically, but you have to get up there undetected. Valdes suspects it. Fires off some warning shots and sends him packing.
Does indeed. JDM still looking down with the gap in the smoke toward Banana. I guess upward, not toward, not down, but still trying to take advantage of it nonetheless. 13-12 Liquid, but it comes on the back of a desperate play. Got them toward a site. Twist is inside of the apartments already. Checks boiler doorway to make sure it's safe while his team runs around the corner. And before smokes go down, just take the fight directly to KG. Great shot from Nitro. AZ waits in the corner. Volda in the pit. Good find from Stan. They're starting to read North's position because the defaults are no longer working. Don't sit static because North get caught out by a running and gunning Team Liquid.
It's looking much better now. Faster approach, sticking as a team instead of just doing these very slow-paced defaults. Getting up and finding the frags where required. This is looking better now. After letting things get to 12-12, they managed to convert 2 in a row. And Liquid looking much better at this point. North, their money will start to deplete. Let's see if they can continue as we head into the next round. They'll be saving the remaining weaponry here on the CT side. And the T's, that's quite a comfortable one. It will be 14-12 now.
Shots go in late, though, and MSL's able to take down Nitro to pick up the AWP at the very least. Heard the M4 firing out. Now we hear an AK. But it's MSL that has 22 HP and will survive.
Just about. Good lord. So money okay, but now Liquid in touching distance after letting things get this close. They have a firm grasp of the game once again. It seems that they found the recipe to finish this game off. It's going to be a lead of 25 frags. Just a no Twist, not far behind at 20. JDM, he's dropped off since the first half. I'll give him that. Like, he managed to get lots of picks. And the CT side, Terrace had not been so kind to him, of course. Not really been kind for anyone on the Liquid side until the last couple of rounds. Molotov towards the bedroom there, stopping his CT pushes. Config, like we said, is the evil AWP, and he takes down Stanislav, and he gets taken down through the smoke. That's the risk you take when you dance with the devil.
I dance with the devil all the time.
Yeah, I know. Look what happened to you.
What happened to me?
You ended up casting with me.
Oh, true.
For the rest of your life.
God damn it. Twist. The end of the apartment hallway has AZ immediately around the corner. Elige is there as well, though, so who gets the trade? Does AZ spray down too? Is there no trade?
There'll be a flashbang coming out. They'll bounce it off the chimney. That's the usual approach. He can be flashed in from middle as well. And I assume that's the flashbang coming in. And he's not looking out the window. He's got a flashbang in his hand. It'll come in momentarily, and then they'll pounce. As soon as that pops, you'll see those 2 players run around the corner. Here comes the flash. Good counter flash, though, from the CT side. Look how blind the T's are. They can't do anything about this. AZ knows they're out. Can't find the shot, though. Elige recovers, and Cajun B's not having the best play in the CT half. But JDM, he looks like he's waking up now. 2 versus 2, and Elige finds potentially one of the last killing blows here. As Valda, no kit, deploys a smoke towards middle, suggesting he's coming the quad side.
Valda tries to push through. Nitro's ready as if they go 12-3, lose every round until it's 12-12, and then get a string of 3 rounds finally. But it does look like they've figured North out. It seems like they have their positions read now. They know they're in pit. They know they're in the site. They're getting flashes out accordingly. As you say, good counter flash. Missed shots, ultimately, maybe what that round boils down to.
Indeed. It was looking very good. The CTs.
JDM was sick at top mid, by the way. That was a pretty good shot.
Yeah. AZ maybe should have got more out of that. 15-12, and this could be the final round indeed, because we've got a pistol for Config here, the star player down to just the Deagle.
Wow, we saw how good he was with the Deagle last time.
Yeah, maybe it's not a factor.
The fact is, it's taken them 3 rounds just to grind them down this far.
Yeah, they had 16k at one point, so understandable. His Config actually had the 16k, as it didn't drop orbs and continuously buy them. It will be MSL pushing down towards the logs, uses that smoke to get him in position. It can be Molotov out, needs to be baited in by his friend, and maybe this will be the bait that works out. Config saying, I've only got the Deagle, he's come and try and kill me. Goes in for smoke, buys some time here, keeps firing off towards the T-steps, hoping to get lucky. JDM, speculative shot up towards the top of Banana. Round number 28, after the 12-3 half, I didn't think it'd be going this far.
Lige. Just wait to see exactly where they want to go. Twist again will be the anchor inside of the apartments. JDM just considers the possibility of Banana. They haven't contested it a lot, to be fair, in the last few rounds. It's been all about A.
Yeah, it's only 1 player waiting in B. That's Config with the Deagle. This is not looking good now. The comeback could be in vain. 30 seconds. They might be going for the old banana split here through CT spawn. And Config, you said he can do magical things with his Deagle. He already showed us he can. Gets one. Maybe he can recover that AK-47. It won't be the split. They go towards A, just showing presence of B. Kill comes in. Cajun B, 10 seconds remaining. And it looks like North have done enough to recover. He can't plant. JDM knows it. And what should have been a fantastic result there for Liquid. A perfect round to close it out. It falls apart. And it's Config by himself with the Deagle. Nothing too flashy. Gets the one kill. Decent position. Funnels them back towards A. And in the pit, it works out once again. Ooh, struggling in terms of the cash. We have got 8K for Nitro. We'll be able to drop a couple of AKs. But now we're starting to look like it'll be overtime again, Matt. I'm almost certain it could and probably will happen.
Could and probably will. It's possible. We've had enough of those today. We've had.
This will be our fourth.
This would be our fourth.
Yeah.
And I don't think there was any this morning because there wasn't versus SK and VP. And the series immediately after that, which eludes me right now. We'll get there in the end.
G2 is
climbs the stairs. That's right. How can we forget that? G2 took that one 2-0. JDM down to the bottom of the boiler doorway, tries to look out and find an opportunity, quite literally, toward the pit. Cajun will wait to see if he pushes through the doorway, and if he does, he'll capture him with the AWP on the other side of it. Subsequently, it's Lige that goes out to the front, or the entrance point from the apartments, the one little tap. And that will bait in some utility at the very least, but it's also caused John to think of going elsewhere. Now look at the stack positioning. They know it's been all A, so 4 players toward the A site, 1 only in Banana. He's at the half wall, and yet still Liquid are hoping they're going. It's almost because they found one thing that works. They're a bit reliant on it. I almost think that an in-game leader should identify, okay, yes, it's worked a multitude of times. There's going to be an adaptation. When do you therefore adapt to the adapt? Does that make sense?
Yes.
You've got to read that they're going to change something. When do you throw the curveball? Because if they walk into this 4-man stack, I don't see this round going to Liquid, and then they'll be out of money. I almost think going back to B to exploit the early rotations might be the benefit, but Stan, he may prove me wrong by getting the opening kill. AZ takes down JDM, Cajun inside of the site, good shot back, and there it is. They have lineups, they have crossfires, it's all gonna just fall apart. Twist gets one and goes down immediately.
Well, they had that spell of 3 rounds towards the A side of the map, and it seemed like that's where they thought they were gonna focus and find the success, be able to close out this game at overtime, looking very likely at this point. They'll take the tactical timeout on Zeus. We'll try and rally the troops up. They haven't got much money. I think I spotted about 2K per player, maybe a little bit more than that. It's going to take a bit of magic here.
I think a little bit more. If you've done A, it's fine if you want to end at A, if you're confident in your entries on A, but at least do something in Banana the 3rd or 4th time around to keep the defense at bay. Called aggressive, takes down Nitro, takes down Twist, burns alive by Elige's flames. Elige now knows there's a gun in there that he would very much like to have.
Yeah, that's still a decent play from Valda. Unfortunately, they get taken down by the Molotov, but shuts down whatever they had in mind nice and early. Gives them the man advantage, so that's fine. They have the M4, sure, but let's see if they can get anything done with it. It's in the hands of Elige. Had a fantastic game so far. This would be a miraculous play if he can make this round a reality. Looking likely to be overtime here. After being 12-3 down, North might have done just enough here. Stannis little edges towards the arch. One player waiting on the other side. That is MSL, the in-game leader, AK in hand. Aggressive stance, wide angle, no real retreat option. Oh, he whiffs the shot, just about gets one. 3-on-2, keeps the man advantage. They've still got time here. They'll flash towards CT spawn to stop any rotating players coming back and taking them down, but they're going up against the man himself, the star player of North. Config, almost certainly going to find at least one frag here. Surely. He could even win the round by himself.
I think he does, because... Oh, double take! I thought he had it looked away, and then all of a sudden it came back to him again as Config couldn't find the shot. Bomb plant comes in. Elige, alive on low life, will have to hold off a sight. A mystery to us if they'll do it. We're back to black.
Not for long, I reckon. He'll come back just in time.
We hope so, because a crucial and substantial
Not like
round.
this.
As with the bomb ticking and continuing to tick, it was a 2-man rotation to Banana. The game could be decided. And it's going to be, because JDM starts to get Cajun B down. AZ, as he tries to bait him out with the pistol throw, gets taken out by Elige. We got it back just in time, as Henry said. A clutch from production and a clutch from Liquid. They managed just barely to pull it off.
The sigh of relief. Did you see the look on their faces just as that comes in? And I don't blame them. Good Lord, 12-3. And Liquid, an organization that's got a bit of a reputation about themselves when it comes to closing out games. Not a similar lineup to this one, but still, it came very close. That huge lead they have almost thwarted, but it comes down to pistols and the M4 of Elite to close things out. The 2 versus 1. As I said, Config looked almost certain to shut that round down. The 1 kill he had to find, he can't get it. If he gets 1 there, it's probably over. He does damage, and what looked like an easy kill for him wasn't enough. Liquid, a little bit out of their depth in the second half there. Their T side seemed like it was lacking ideas and executions generally. They're running very flat defaults over and over. They found some success towards A and then were very stubborn to try and change that approach up and kept running that 4-man stack again and again. Yeah,
absolutely. I mean, the fact that they did it the 4th time without even putting any presence in B, I think you at least have to evaluate B. You have to check it and say, okay, there's 1 here, or they're being really passive. You at least get in there, throw some utility. I think just enough to keep the second man there, because then you're just going to open up space for yourself on the A site. But Liquid, hold on. You know that meme with the StarCraft player going, and one of them's like, no monitor, no problem? That's us.
Okay, we did a good job.
We did all right.
We'll go to a break, and we'll throw it back to Alex and the boys on the analyst desk. Let's go.
Well, that was a close call for Team Liquid. The cast has already highlighted it, but we're here now to break down the map at length. I'm joined by some analysis that you really cannot get everywhere. We have, of course, the ever lovely YN lowercase k, and we have Sponge, but I have to shout that because it's all in caps. Gents, welcome back to the desk. Sanity being lost, I realized that. You lounging, Chadney?
Yeah, this is in honor of them winning that last round. JDM was.
Okay, I'll join you. I'm down.
He was integral in the last round.
Oh,
so
Jesus
don't
Christ.
knock over the set, Alex. It's
Sorry,
been a
okay, I'm
long
not gonna join
day.
you.
It's been a long day. But look how much shield I look like. I was
You
really
look so happy.
Yeah, I feel happy too.
Yeah, but I mean, you know what? I'm probably not as happy as Liquid felt, or more relieved. After that, what looked like overtime. I mean, we'd kind of just said, right, here we go.
So what did I say? What was I bragging about as this North comeback was happening?
You did say that Liquid are going to have trouble on the T side of Inferno to close out the game.
Now, was I right?
It was a 12-3 lead, and it ended up going 16-14. So
yes.
I would admit that you're not far from the truth there.
Now, in their game yesterday, they required individual performances to close out the match, especially from the likes of Elige. Today, there wasn't that. There wasn't anybody getting multi-kills to lock it out. The interesting fact was, in the 3 rounds they won to get them to match point, Nitro found the opening frag for them on the T side. Two were just plain entries, like 2 actual opening kills.
Yeah.
And then the third was a trade frag, right? The opening CT made a kill and then he traded. So he was the one who had impact to get them across the line. And I think, you know, props to him. He had a good game.
He did have a good game. I'm really not comfortable. I'm going to be honest. I'm trying to work this out.
You need to look forward. We just need to turn our heads.
I need a little head pillow, and then we can really, truly do some analysis. Yanko, we haven't heard your thoughts from this one. Like, North, I mean, do we credit North in any way for that comeback? I mean, there has to be credit given to the Danes, because you stared down the barrel of a 12-3, and you overcome adversity.
Of course you do. I think this was one of those games where actually both teams played a very, very strong CT side. You know, I don't think you can point out to their T sides and say that there was something incredibly poor being done here. When you look at Liquid and their CT side, you know, starting for the pistol, the B retake, you know, a clear plan there. And also in the gun rounds, right? They mixed it up. Sometimes they were really aggressive towards Banana, sending 3 people over there. Mid-half, they had that aggressive push down mid. You know, that's just something you'll love to see. You're constantly switching it around. And it's very difficult for MSL to find the right call because he can't know for sure what's going to come their way. You know, it was that insane deagle entry, double deagle entry from Config that netted them like the round, and you felt that was maybe a way in for North, but Liquid just continue shutting them down.
To build on Yanko's point and maybe to elaborate a little bit more, early on when they force bought on that 3rd round, right, on the first half, MSL actually pushed through and did get that Banana entry, right? Actually, no, it was the second gun round that we saw. It was 4-0, wasn't it? Anyway, we saw them do that buy, and MSL pushed through the smoke, and he found that opening kill, and then from there, they were actually able to collapse onto the bomb site. And then they did it again, but MSL didn't have any help. He found the opening, but he wasn't actually able to have any backup there to close it out. And I think that happening in the early stages made them think that Banana control was imperative, or that they could get control of it and get kills to then, you know, kind of collapse onto the bomb site. You're going to where Elige is, and he has no problem multi-fragging the hell out of you. This kid is probably the best North American player. I would put him definitely up there in the top 3 North American players for that discussion. It's just crazy skilled. So, you know, maybe their game plan was too centric around Banana. Maybe they could have, you know, forced Liquid to rotate to what they were playing. And coming into that, you know, they could have done things like Yanko was saying, the pot flush with the mid smoke. If you're doing a 3B setup, that's a fantastic way to destroy that. If you get apps and boiler control very quickly, that forces that third cheap player at B to rotate back, and then you can get banana control when that utility slowly starts to subside. So maybe it was just a game plan which got flustered because of the early success that MSL did find individually.
Okay.
Something can happen as in-game leaders.
Something that can definitely kind of, you can fall into that trap. I mean, a lot of credit that you were giving Yanko was to Nitro. Actually, no, it was you.
I was giving props to Nitro, yeah, on that, more so on the T side. But
the second half, yeah.
Yeah, the CT side was everybody, you know, because there was 12-3 halves both ways. Well, not both ways, but it was both dominant CT sides, right? And because the opponents are always going to be trying different things, they're going to be trying everywhere on the map to find a breakthrough in a scenario like that, everyone should be finding their kills. There was that pivotal round, though, where it turned into that 1v1. We had the around the world with Config and Twist. That was a bit of a mind game and a half. It's very lucky that Config checked that corner in construction, because when he was at the furthest point away to rotate to B, right? The only further place he could have been would have been in like pit from a general position, and he's rotated through, and he hasn't been lazy in the way that he's gone into that bomb site, because Twist could have been anywhere, like literally anywhere. Config had no idea, and that's one of the worst, most horrible feelings you can ever have. When it's it was a 1v1, he's retaking the site, right? Because that's where they had the round the world, where he walked like all the way B and then ran back around.
Yeah,
and stuff.
no, I'm not suggesting that he kind of lost him, right? Because Config did this whole loop.
Oh, I thought you meant when he lost a player in like a 2-on-1 scenario. No, you're with me. You're with me.
I'm on you.
Yeah,
He went to B, and then the other guy went to B, and we basically ended up at a real anticlimactic. Oh, he checked his corner and hit a shot.
And killed him. Yeah, it wasn't as exciting as what it probably could have panned out to be.
No, I'm on board. Sorry, I was a little distracted. These highlights are kind of hypnotic. I don't know. Is it just me?
I think it's the slight slow-mo that's like,
it's really
like a
nice.
trance.
It's entrancing.
Yeah, and I think maybe the fact that we're lounging. How does JDM not get tired?
And also the fact that this is our like 14th hour of
no,
work.
it's not that
what
long.
Are you talking about?
It's only the 13th hour.
I think also you have to give props at the very end for Liquid for really managing to close out the game, right? Because it was due to their team play, and after they won the first gun round, right, that A execute, and then it was like taking banana control and faking that you're going to go B and just going straight back to A. You could really see how North reacted to what Liquid was doing towards the very end of the game, and that really gave Liquid a small edge at the tail end of it.
I want to bring in sound effects. Every time this graphic comes up, Alex, I would like you to go, kill Matrix. Can you do that?
Sure.
Okay.
Well, I can't do it now. It's already here.
Never, next time.
Sure, I got you, man.
Yeah.
I just like the fact that Alicia's basically won every single one of his head-to-heads bar one. The only person that kind of took over of that was Cajun B, and I can only imagine that the AWP, his arsenal may have helped in that regard.
Yeah, and it could have been against ecos and stuff. You know, you'd really have to go and delve
You'd have
deep.
to delve deep.
You got to delve real deep.
But from an upfront perspective, you know, you get like screw you, Chad. Oh, I got thrown off. From an upfront perspective, you can tell that Elige was winning his one-on-one, his duels. You know, we talk about this.
Still had a great game. I think it was very close to 30 kills to end the first map. So that's what we saw in their first Inferno game against Vega Squadron. But, you know, when you look at it, it was mostly, it had to be a team effort, right? As Chad pointed out, it wasn't Elige getting 3 kills in a round and winning them a crucial round. It was just getting the correct call, getting the right read, because as we were talking about, both teams are very dynamic on both sides of the map, so it's very difficult to know what they're going to do next based off of tendencies.
Yeah, talking of maps.
Should we talk about Mirage?
Mirage is where I'd love to take this one next.
There's that boy.
There's the man we're talking about. Good old Elige. He's a good lad, is Elige, and this is his scores. You said it was close to 30. Yes, indeed. This was for the game. And we're going to be delving into Mirage next. It's Cobble the third, right?
Yeah,
Cobble in my head.
Cobble is the decider.
That's why I was getting messed up. I was sitting there like, I swear the Cobble logo wasn't in the middle.
These are pretty good maps for both these teams.
Yeah, this is where maybe we get a full 3-map series.
This is where it's great to see, for example, Liquid with some cool executes with a lot of smokes towards the A bomb site, right? The splits towards A.
Yeah.
You know, even very early on, they were a very strong team on Cobblestone, had some great ideas, and North obviously notorious for their Cobblestone throughout the period of the last year or so, even longer. They are the ones who established the style of, similar to Na'Vi, really good at taking map control first and then, you know, closing out rounds in different ways, again, keeping you guessing all the time. It's very difficult to predict what North is going to do because they
Sure.
have so much variety in their style. And of course, those B executes that they go for very often.
Yeah, and something the Danes used to do, and just very briefly before Chad, we get
Sure.
your predictions, is they used to play ahead of the smokes, maybe even way back like MSL's old teams, where especially Mirage, I remember it being drawn to my attention on analysis
I
panels.
was talking about Cobblestone this whole time.
Were you just talking about Cobblestone?
I was talking about Cobblestone.
Were you actually?
You confused me with because he said Cobblestone is going to be a good map
It's the decider.
for both teams,
Yeah.
but that's the decider.
But I mean, Mirage.
Mirage is similar though.
And they do have that
Everything
big
you said,
execute.
everything you
Mirage-
said kind of applied to
Mirage, they play retake on A a lot, with MSL, but they also like to be aggressive towards mid. We have that passive setup, Chad, that you love to see,
Yes.
right? Where they go and hold top mid and hold underpass,
Yes.
and they basically wait for the T's to come out. But again, they also have that gambly style, similar to Inferno. They like to pop out the ramp, explode, execute on B, and so forth.
To your
Yeah.
point, Alex.
Sorry, I'm being told, shut these idiots up. Please, God, get them off
Sorry,
screen.
guys, I
the
spent a minute
casters,
talking about the
please.
wrong map.
Yeah. Guys, we are going to continue to break this one down. Thank you so much, guys, to talk about Inferno. But let's go ahead and get some slightly saner people on your screens as we do dive into the potentially last map of the day. Let's find out. Let's see if Liquid can close things out.
Careful what you wish for getting things off the screen. Let's just get that out there now. How are you, Henry?
I'm
We're back
okay.
again?
I've got a backup plan now. I'm going to be on the server on this one, and we're going to have the program feed over there. So if it does go dark again, we'll still at least have something.
It's always
you know?
going to go dark with me casting.
It'll be fine. I think we'll be okay. And we'll get into what seems like a T start for North on Mirage here. Not Cobblestone, as Jan was talking about. I'm not sure what's going on there. But still, we will see as this one develops. It could be the last map. I'm not so sure. North looked like they were up and about in the second half there. And we'll get into the pistol round. Let's have a look, shall we? And we'll be North. Oh, match paused. All right, maybe we'll won't get too much hype going. They usually go towards A. They've got some interesting ideas. They've got variations of the standard smoke towards steps and jungle. They can sometimes split between the connector and focus on the CT side of it and push the jungle. And we'll see if that comes in. There is going to be an upgraded pistol for AZ. He's got a smoke and one flashbang. That's going to be difficult to get towards the A side. Usually they want two smokes there, but they could have something else, let's see, maybe heading towards the B side of the map. And it looks like indeed they will. They start to edge their way up. Twist goes towards the window area. It's Elise. She's the only player in B. They don't actually opt to go towards the side itself. It should still be an A finish here. And Nitro to kick things off.
Well, Nitro certainly has kicked things off as MSL kicks back. All is fine until such time that Volda makes it to the B site before Elise can retreat to cover position. He now gets the chance to fight forward as Twist is preoccupied with the window. He needs to be careful. Volda makes great short work of Twist.
Well, 3 versus 2 now. North looking to get back in the series after narrowly missing out on the comeback on Inferno. And will be AZ now to defend with MSL, but it looks like he's somewhat struggling, but should be able to finish things off. Good recovery from AZ there, the P250 paying dividends, and it will be the first round going in favor of North, finishing up on the B bomb site. The first couple of kills coming in favor there of Nitro. Very crisp and precise with that silence USP. Not enough to win the round though, it seems. Could have got the third as well. That would definitely have secured it. There will be the force spike coming from Team Liquid, as you can see. CZs for 3 players. Nitro with the scout. JDM not investing anything. He knows he wants that orb nice and early. So that's a wise decision from him. We'll go towards A. Looks like it'll be the execution off the bat. Why not? 5 players on this side of the map. As long as you're not rushing, this is okay. They'll deploy all the smokes required. Molotovs potentially as well. And flash over, go in together, trade out. And there shouldn't be much the CT can do about this.
Smokes land at the top of A stairs and in front of jungle, and therefore connector as well by virtue of its positioning in the spread. Config takes down Twist, North walking to the site. I get the feeling this goes 3 maps as well, but it's early days yet, and Liquid with a mixed history on Mirage. Many different iterations of the roster, mind you. Try and do what they can. Good tag, but no further damage from Nitro, and round has already expired. In fact, the bomb is planted. They don't have kits. They're just trying to do economic damage, Henry.
So they really can hope for here. North had an obvious game plan from the very get-go there. All 5 players towards A. It's a little bit out there. Usually you want to be into a full default there, but I don't mind that at all. Opting for lots of utility of the UMPs. No messing around. The smoke's deployed. Flashbangs in. Find the frag from the Palace. They unload on towards the A side. Very clean round. They lose 1 player. That's going to be Config, but still, he'll be fine. He'll purchase an AK-47 into this round. Number 3 coming in. We do manage to save the Scout and CZ. That's for Team Liquid, of course. Nitro with the Scout. Stanislaw with the head armor and upgraded pistols. Oh, Config actually opting for the MAC-10. So not an abundance of firepower here, but still up against just these pistols, should be absolutely fine. A chance to farm some cash and have quite the bonus round if they can make this a clean sweep. Follow that as we get into round number 3. 3 players from the CTs towards middle, 2 of which go towards the underpass. It might not even matter.
May not, because it's Config that gets the kill. Stan does take bomb down. It's in the open. They can actually try and cover this off, and MSL's low, so Stan does double the deed, but Config will make them bleed.
He will. Well, there we have it.
Straight out the eyeballs.
It almost got a bit dicey there, but overall, well recovered by the north side. It seems like they've come out swinging here on Mirage. If you're just joining us, it's the final game of the evening. We've had 4. Well, this will be the 4th best of 3. Every match here in Epicenter is in this fantastic format. The group stage with everyone getting a decent attempt to at least show us what they can do in a whole series instead of just one-off best of ones. As we enter the first gun round here, Liquid with the AWP, of course, for JDM, they've been forced by in the second round. Did say there'd be a chance for a bit of a bonus round, but 2 kills coming in for Northmen. Or I should say for Liquid, managing to bring out the AWP and the AK-47. Occasion B. Main AWP, of course, for Team North. It'll be Stanislaw. Now already missing out on that shot. They'll fall back. Could get a little bit scary for them now. This is the first gun round, knowing the money's going to be weak for the CTs after the force buy. Trying to group up and have something very simple as a great approach. They've got the opening kill, make it a double. MSL takes out Nitro as well. The smoke support, I'm considering the save already. They've got no kit, got no nades. Really nice call from MSL, that's perfect. The first gun run after a force buy, that's what we try and avoid it, because you're so weak, you haven't got the nades to work with there, and North to strike as a team with a mishmash of weaponry, UMPs, Galils, and they get that first kill, and then it just unloads on the bomb side at that point. MSL with 2, and that's maybe all they even need. MSL will be dropped at this point. Hours of Legion will hit that. Well, MSL, he's looking pretty sharp right now.
A sign of things to come, hopefully not for Elige. JDM knows there's multiple opponents in sight. Tries to fire at the smaller target. Knows he's likely as well being flanked out. Op is gone. Twist will try and save the Tamos. Whatever salvation that brings to his team.
Indeed. 3k per play on the Liquid side. A Tamos is saved. This is looking very likely to be 5-0. Liquid yet to really make a mark in this game whatsoever, as Nitro with 2 nice frags to open up the game in the pistol, but since then it's been a very Danish affair. MSL with his kills towards the B-bomb side just before that smoke blooms as well. That was quite nice. Round done with just 2 frags. This was the 3rd of that round. I can't believe Nitro, or Elige to say, missed out on that frag. Pistols and the Tamos, not a force by here, but an investment, with the loss bonus being a maximum into the next round. Very likely to be the 5-0. They go towards 10. It's been a very fast game from North.
Incredibly fast.
Not wasting any time.
No, they're not.
They won the 3 maps, they want to get them done quickly.
Burning the midnight oil for the rest of us. 11 o'clock. In St. Pete's. Stan inside of the site. Multiple nades already deployed in his direction, and then Config makes short work of him. MSL went down to JDM, who was boosted up, but Volda was able to find him and locate him in the corner before any further damage could be done. It's Cajun that takes down Nitro. Fast indeed. Bomb planted.
Good attempt by Elige there, but Valda preempts it. Twist trying to save this from us once again. Might happen. Second kill of the round. Is it worth trying to take it out of his hands? It's not like it's going to be detrimental in the next round. It's actually more beneficial the that perhaps instead of the M4. Will go down eventually as he finds the final shot. 5-0 does come in. Not the cleanest of rounds, but they all count. Now, they've got a solid grasp on this game. MSL, this is so good for him because he knows he hasn't really shown his hand at all yet. They've just been playing off the momentum, the force buy in the second round, just very fast, concise strategies. He hasn't actually had to play his defaults as of yet. He's still got a lot up his sleeve in terms of tactics, and you can see Config 13k at the start of this round. Reinvestment brings him down to about 8. Double up setup. Liquid starting to feel the pressure a little bit. They're going to start having Nitro on that second radio AWP. This looks more like a default for the north side this time. For the oh, actually it's not. You can see 2 players in Palace till the 8th round. They're going all in. They don't want to slow down at all.
AZ might have Dunwall to slow down a little more than that, though, because he gets taken out. Valda makes up for it by getting a liege twist. Left to his own devices to cover off the A site. And Nitro. Gap in the smoke, but no one to find on the inside of it. Double scope even. And an attempt to locate anyone in a plant position. MSL finds JDM inside of the window room. Finally, one back for Stan, and they'll go for the boost. Bomb is in the open. 2 versus 2, and Cajun. Curiosity got the kill.
Seems that way. 1 minute remaining. That was the boost from Twists. Doesn't work out for him at all. It's MSL coming in for the backstab now. He makes that shot. It pretty much guarantees the round. Can't do it just yet, but they know exactly where Stan is. Nice shot from Cajun B. 50 seconds remaining now. Nitro has got vision of the bomb. He's got that going from. No smokes available on the T side to take away his vision. It just comes down to whether Nitro can hit these shots now. Cajun B aware of that possibility. Oh, how has he got away with that? Nitro narrowly misses out on denying the bomb being taken to the bomb site. Goes towards the steps now, and his chances just to be reduced dramatically, but maybe not. 1 versus 1 now.
Well, with time ticking.
Ooh, good shot.
Nitro, he had to mask the drop. Well, it's going to allow the smoke to be deployed and Nitro to tap the bomb once, jump up. Unfortunately, MSL was far forward of that smoke, nowhere near CT spawn.
Snuck through as he was messing around trying to hide his sound with the shots. MSL uses that information to push out a CD spawn. He had no idea, and it will be North recovering what seemed like a very bleak situation for them. The AWPs and AKs work out, and MSL snuck towards jungle. Took the AWP out of JDM's hand. The double AWP setup not working out. Nitro certainly had vision of that bomb. Couldn't find the shot though. CZ's an MP9 for a Liege, and this is looking almost dying out. KGB narrowly misses out on the information. They pop down towards underpass here. MSL could come and stab them in the back. Opts to go in the connection instead. Slots one. Needs to be careful of the connector itself, but quite the easy approach now for North. First 2 frags in their favour.
Cajun B ready with the AWP, takes down a Liege. 6 is about to evolve into 7. And it has, as North goes 7-0 over Liquid. 0 for Liquid after winning the previous map. Great start for North. Maybe they're a little bit invigorated.
Well, they had that huge comeback, right? They seem to get warmed up, and now it's looking very good for them. 7-0. I'm not feeling too hopeful for Liquid's chances here. They need to start turning on all 5 players at this point. 0 and 7 for a Liege after having that fantastic game on Inferno. Left looking at 6s and 7s here. Tactical pause of Liquid, and about time as well. Still fine. Early days, believe it or not. They can come back and actually win the half still, so just need to stay composed.
Composed. Wouldn't know anything of the sort. 10K for Valda, 10K for Connie. Connie, that's Config's new name.
Yeah, I like that.
Connie.
Double AWP setup again. It shows inconsistencies there. They had Nitro on it before. Didn't really get much done. It's Stanislaw now trying to take it towards the B-bomb site. So Nitro plays as well. Maybe not feeling too confident today. JDM. Will be as per usual on the east side of the map. Stan. Interesting position for an AWP, but manages to make it work. Jumps in the barrel. Takes down Bowder. Flashbang was good. Did you see the way they synergized that? Flash in, jump up, take the shot, and a leg kill. Leg shot coming in as AZ goes down to 16 HP.
Tranquilizer dart?
Yeah.
Not really, though, because he didn't go to sleep.
Set to stun, not to kill.
Fair enough. Is that? I think Ace Ventura uses that line.
I think it's Star Trek.
Yeah, maybe. It's possible. I'm not as nerdy as you, so Ace Ventura for me, Star Trek for you, it's all the same.
Yeah. I would have had you down as a Star Trek fan with the way you look.
What does that mean?
You know what it means.
I've never even watched an episode.
Very defensive.
I know a few things about Captain Kirk,
Don't we all?
but I've never watched an episode.
5 on 3.
Perhaps I should make it so.
Oh, see what he's done there? Use the old classic line. He knows what he's talking about. 5 on 3, and AZ low HP. The first round surely going to be found for Team Liquid at this point. The double AWP setup and the team play towards B with that AWP working out. Round number 8, time ticking away as well. They might as well go for it. They've got plenty of cash. Any kills they can find will be beneficial in their campaign to shut down and reset Team Liquid going forward. 20 seconds now. Bomb coming in from A-Ramp. KGB knows he has to go very quickly here, but Twist even faster. Takes him down, and that should be the round guaranteed.
Should be guaranteed, and we'll go 8-0 as a result of it. AZ and Config both... I should take that back, excuse me, we'll go 7-1. Listen, I'm thinking it's a CT-sided scoreline. So the CT's winning around, I thought, hey, that's it. It's got to be another one, but no, it's 7-1.
Well.
I'm allowed one mistake a day. I've probably made 10 of them.
I haven't been keeping track. Like I usually do. There we go. The first round found for Team Liquid. I like that from Stan, though. Quite a cool approach. It's quite rare to see the AWPers use that barrel. It's like I was about to say, like it's difficult to jump up there and reposition yourself. With the flashbang going in from the teammate, that's quite a cool idea. 7-1. Not a harsh reset in front of them, but still wouldn't be fantastic. If they lose a round, they'll be wanting to save at least one weapon here to be able to buy into the next round. For their execution, North known as an execution-based team, got some of the strongest in the game, especially on this sort of map. Smokes in, won't be a fake, they'll be committing. Look at everything, it's perfect. And the Molotovs towards Sandwich is eradicating risks here, but JDM still in position. Good flashbang from him. Can nail this first shot, presumably. It's JDM and his teammate Twist to do the damage, and both the frags coming in their favor. Make it 3. Very nice work. They hold off the execution with firm style there. It's going to be Occasion B and Config in the 5-on-2 situation. They know this round's probably over, but any kills they can find will be beneficial here.
Flash out, Cajun's able to avoid. North trying to fight back. They want to reset Liquid. That's the goal in all of this, but it's Cajun B that's left in a 1 versus 2. Bomb is down. Yeah, you could have grabbed that. Is that what you're going to say?
Yeah, absolutely. Like, it's cool to leave it there, I guess, as bait, maybe. I don't know. But if you just take the bomb, they have no idea where you've gone. They can't
Is that overthinking it, though?
I don't know. Like, I don't know why I wouldn't grab it. Doesn't make sense to me. But
well, thankfully, for that sake, there's no one that knows that it's there or watching it.
yeah, I guess that's still absolutely fine. Gets it now. So they won't be challenging towards A at all, which means Cajun gets a viable chance to win this round. Bomb will be planted. Got the AWP, and Stanislaw so far removed from this situation. Wants to play for Nitro. Yeah, if he goes down there, that's pretty much round over. They need to win this one. Can't be reset. Can't afford to be. Both coming from jungle as well. Is that the right call? Cajun being CT spawn.
It's trade potential against an AWP, potentially.
Got the Molotov as well to work with here. He just gets one. Molotov's to bomb. That could be it.
Gap. Could allow him. Ooh, to isolate. Missed both somehow. They went from 2, but it's Stan that gets above with the pistol that'll pull it off. Ops aplenty in the round at the end, but it's now 7-2.
It is 7-2. Good recovery, though, from North, I have to say. They lost their first 3 frags, and it's Cajun B and Config actually making that a reality, that could work in their favor. Cajun B definitely left in a winnable situation, but 7-2, the campaign begins for Liquid. They won the first map in a dicey manner. Managed to go 12-3 up in the first half, and then just about squeezed out a victory with pistols and a couple of AKs in round number 30, winning 16-14. North started to look like the better team towards the end, but couldn't hold on. Double up setup still ringing true for JDM and Stanislaw. JDM faces towards middle. Smoked out. Takes a shot, of course he hits it. Config goes down. That's always going to be a little bit frustrating. The time to perfection. JDM brings it into a 5-on-4. And now Team Liquid starting to look a lot more convincing.
MSL will sit to middle with AZ above. Smoke down the window, nade as well. Cajun B. AWP. Volta's got the green gloves with that gun as well. When will they learn? When will they learn? Shot out from the lead. Denies the first attempted plant by getting AZ down. The timing was perfect, but there's still 26 seconds. It's not perfect enough because they'll recover and get the bomb planted. Still, though, 4 players alive. Make it 3. Make it so. Cajun B takes down Stanislaw. Volda gets back into a position in which he can get information toward the window. Liquid, if they want to mount momentum and create a comeback, this is how you have to do it. 3 in a row. Twist just walks in. No fight for MSL. Cajun takes down Nitro. 3 versus 5. This will all fall apart.
Finally, North managed to shut down the comeback from Liquid. 2 rounds in a row. Not going to be 3, though. A couple of tight, close rounds there as well. Means the money isn't looking in a fantastic position at this point. About 2K per player, I think I saw, as we get into the next round. It might be a tactical timer caused by Zeus. Not really worth doing it right now, considering they're probably eco here. Oh, yeah, money's in dire straits. Nothing really to be purchased, I don't think. Maybe a couple of PT50s for players that have 3 grand. Not even that. Full eco. A bit of a pill to swallow at this point, but it means they do get a decent buy into round number 12 here. North. Very likely to push this to a 3rd map at this point. Flashbang's good towards short. Sticking together, they know the money's wrecked. Let's get up in a tight unit. Maybe split towards B. They gotta send AZ. Not into the window, but I like this position. Like a lot more teams using that little ledge you have to spray those certain spots and actually get vision of the window itself. Molotovs towards CPL, and this will be a B finish from what we can see. Valda going towards the B apartments. Plenty of time to work with it. There's not really much you have to do. They're obviously not aware it's a full eco for Team Liquid. It could be a force buy. You never know. Against CZs and armor, anything could happen.
It's config that starts off well. JDM's the one he finds. AZ takes down Stan. MSL finds Elige. Go for the immediate plant. They have not checked for Nitro, but he's missed his opportunity. It's hard to hit the backside of it. Head on the hitbox with just a USP. He does manage to at least get Volda, but that'll be the end of it. Config takes care of the rest. He tried. You got to give credit to Nitro where it's due.
Yeah, got 1 kill out of it. Not the end of the world. You can see the bandana on the desk there for JDM. It seems like that's come off since that map began. It comes out when he hits like Super Saiyan mode. I think that's when he puts it
Super Saiyan mode.
Yeah.
So like Deva.
Yeah, exactly. He puts the bandana on. But right now he's on 4 for 10, so I think he's just like put that quietly down on the desk. So you know what? I'll wait for that later. Maybe in the 3rd. If we get there.
If we get there. At this rate, it's looking likely. 9-2, Cobblestone will be the map, as Yanko's already given us an elaborate breakdown. We know what to expect there.
It's true. He knew this was coming.
He's just setting us up for the finale, and in doing so, he's creating a longer period in time, with which he can give us analysis. Cajun looked like an easy shot when we snapped over to him. Had JDM in front of him, but couldn't land the shot. JDM therefore will transfer to the window. That'll be re-smoked by Cajun. A Molotov at the ladder so that no one can peek. No one's there, but if there was there, or they were there, I should say, they would be able to peek. Elige down by Config. AZ follows that. 3 M4s left. Make that 2, make that 1. Make that soon to be none. They know where he is. They know where JDM. Actually, they don't.
Hello.
That's too bad.
We have a little cuddle in the corner.
Can we?
No, not us. They did.
Oh, damn.
JDM will get 2 frags back. He gets $600 back. Cash back on that. Won't be too valuable as the gun goes down as well. Has to be another eco for Liquid. This is exhausting for them. Every round they win is getting reset and then in the doldrums of the economy. 3K per player. And North, I think they know they're in this cruise control right now. Just closing the game out. It could be like a 16-4 game. Liquid not looking too hot here after a very good first half of Inferno. Back towards there we go. The set piece off the bat. Seems to be very successful for these anti-eco rounds. But we have got a little stack towards A. Well, actually focusing towards middle. They did send a lot of manpower there at the very start, but at this point, not going to have the flash. Pistols across the board, and we could find a completely open A-bomb site.
Could find. Relatively uncontested middle. CTs at their perch will start to work their way back in with just pistols to the site. Nade is going to do considerable damage. And then the rest is just formality, really. How did that feel?
Bad. Really bad.
Well, it's 12. Take that back. Let me try that again. It's going to be 12 to 2. Probably not now that I've said it, but it's 11-2 right now, Hank.
It is. Money's starting to stabilize somewhat. It might be a bit too late, though. They're on the CT side, technically. I guess technically the most played. It is quite a balanced map. Round number 14, though, it hasn't been as exciting as the first, but you never know. North had an amazing comeback from Inferno after getting that 12-3. Get that magical third round, you got yourself at least a little bit of a buffer if you win the pistol. Never over until it's a 6 at the top. Keep fighting. All power for JDM. Limited, as you can see. No kits available. A couple of players with almost no utility. Manchester's got an HE grenade. So he used the smoke at the start. Execution coming in again, and this is the perfect game plan from North so far. Just completely wrecking Team Liquid, but maybe not this round. Twist jumped up and tried to deny the bomb there, opted not to. Another 5 and 4 begins. Man advantage for Liquid.
Advantage for Liquid. MSL tries to find exactly what's going on toward the vent. No one peeking through, or poking through just yet, I should say. They are still being swarmed. The Liege has gotten behind them. That's very awkward. Sees another, realizes it a little bit late, though, and Volda's able to respond. Liquid still have the advantage. As JDM takes down Volda in return, they want to... What?
Oh, how's he missed that? It looked like it was dead on him.
Right between the legs.
Through the wickets.
5-hole. Take that, Patrick.
He gets
Roy.
that one kill. That's
How about
it.
that for your butterfly, Ruaw? Patrick Ruaw. Sorry.
What are you talking about?
Yeah, 5-hole goals.
Right.
That's no big deal.
That shot from Occasion, that seemed like it was it. He hits that, I'm pretty sure they win the round. There was like 1 second left on that defuse as well.
What are you talking about?
I don't know, aren't you just saying random names or something?
Patrick Waugh. How do you not know Patrick Waugh? Carry on. Back to the. Why don't we get back to the game, Henry?
Yeah, your catchphrase. Round number 15, double orb setup to finish things off here. Found 1 round for success. JD missing the jump there. It's still fine. It's not like it's a massive failure. You just get the connectors. It's a big deal. But definitely not what he wanted. And that is sleep. For Occasion B, he responds straight away, and they'll commit towards the A side. The double orb setup both towards the A side of the map. And this is a bit of a brawl this round. Nitro showing us what he can do and why he is a secondary AWPer of Team Liquid. 3 on 2. 11-4 would be okay, all things considered. The way this was looking, I'd be more than fine after the rounds they conceded. It's going to be a 2 on 2 though. MSL and Config to try and clutch this one out. And no, this is the flank that counts. The best player in North America comes from the A ramp. Config seems to have no idea. The longer he waits, the chance he comes in and checks. How does he do it every single time?
I don't know. He's really good at looking in places that you would think are safe.
Yeah, just when you think, well, he's definitely dead now.
I think he thinks, because he plays like that, he just thinks in reverse, right?
Yeah.
Like, what would I do? How cheesy can I get? Well, it's Stan to pull it back. 12-3 looking likely, but he does have a smoke and a kit, but he goes wide side smoke to take the fight, knowing that they would spray into it, and as a result of it, he gets taken down. We go 12-3 for North.
12-3. Could have been a couple in a row towards the end there, but not meant to be a lead. Just to note, yes, certainly the best player in North America, but 5 and 14, a tremendous performance on Inferno. Quite a lackluster one here on Mirage. Says Valda. Everyone's looking quite jovial in the North camp. Rugger, a little bit happier as well. Rare to see him smile.
Ruga?
Yeah.
He was smiling. We were hanging out on the plane.
I meant in game.
Oh. Well, you can't really see the character smile in game.
He doesn't play in game, does he? He's a coach.
So how could you mean in game then?
When he's coaching his team on the server.
Oh, okay. Okay. Thank you for clarifying.
12-3. Not ideal for Liquid. They get the pistol. There's no reason why they can't have a similar comeback as to what North presented on Inferno. Didn't manage to win it out, but certainly made it convincing. 4 sets of armor and Stanislaw with a smoke. I think has already been deployed towards middle. India has. Occasion. That's a nice shot. Takes down one. Doesn't have to overextend here, but at least he's going to be pushing through regardless. Oh my god, that's a nice shot as well. Block gets it done towards the window, and it goes into
JDM and Stan. I know Liege all finding kills on the pistol round for Liquid. For Liquid, I should say. Not for Liquid, for SK. And Liege takes Volda as well. Thanks, I like that joke too.
He's just getting warmed up, it seems. Liege pushing for the smoke. 3 kills for him. After finishing the first half on 5, he could have something to say in the second. Occasion V tried to take him down, but couldn't get the shot. Fast they approach. Now they're back in this game. Get the 3-0. Round by round, grind it out. No reason why they can't do this. The Eagles, no force buy. MSL's a smart man. Knows he doesn't have to go all in here. No need to force buy. Upgraded pistols is fine. A few Deagles. Don't destroy the cache. If you're going to get a 1D, it's unlikely they'll shoot back.
Twist will go to toward the underpass as Config tries to spot out toward the top of mid. Cajun. Pretty good for Twist, actually, to get the position as Config runs back. As Cajun was giving up the window, Config got found. And taken down, so here we go, Liquid. This is the chance for the comeback.
Definitely is. It's going to be happening.
All hail the comeback. Cajun tries his best. You think it's going to happen?
I've got a feeling, you know? I trust my feelings.
Do you?
Yeah.
I usually squander mine and live an emotionless, hollow life.
And then explode
Yes.
all over yourself.
Okay, careful with what kind of explosion we're talking about here, Hank. Prefer it to be all over someone else,
Oh, God.
but we won't get into details on that now, shall we?
4-on-1, Valda.
You open that can of worms, Hank.
Yeah, and you always take those worms and throw them out the window, don't you?
Worms, crabs, whatever.
Will be Valda left up against it now. Won't be able to win the round, but maybe you can find a rifle, fall back with it, save it. But Liquid find the 2-0. Like we said, it wasn't the force buy from the north side. They're just making sure they have enough money to close this one out in a conservative manner. They don't want to do anything too flashy. Don't need any jumping 1Ds anymore. They've already set themselves a decent target. They'll let Liquid back in a little bit, but they're confident they can still find the victory here and force it to the third map.
A third map. Something they certainly want. Remember, this is still day one. It's not like this is elimination matches. This is GSL.
Indeed. Good work from Elite. This is the pistol round. Much better from him after a quiet first half. Looking like he's had enough. And he's getting mad.
But Liquid still have a chance to close the gap, to continue to achieve rounds. Nitro. Not the best thrown nade we've seen. JDM, good rush, good flash down to get him in position as well, as Volda had no vision. Again, just pistols, but still, you don't want to take chances. It was well coordinated. Stan will check the truck. Found some Molotov. That didn't go the right way, and then got absolutely obliterated. That could not have gone any worse.
Well, that could be the opening Config was looking for. He gets the 1 dig, but that's all they'll find. Crisis averted there for Team Liquid. They will get the 3-0 here. Tie things up, but at least find half the scoreline, 12-6. JDM with the final frag. Nice lock onto the head. And 4 players survive. Bit of a bonus round here with the kill on the UMP. And there's JDM and Stan at the end. Nitro in the middle. Twist at the end there, and Elise hiding in the 4th seat. Round number 19. Orb comes out, like we said, no force buy from the CTs in the second round means they can get a decent buy here. Conflict's got the defuse kit to work with. Cajun beat the conservative Orb. Likes to do things in a good and proper manner. Nothing too flashy. Get the job done.
Easy pushes, pursues. JDM, though, wins out the duel. Takes AZ down, gets back inside a connection somehow as well, because wide open as he were, it was a flash that actually deterred vision because the smoke had a gap. Speaking of smokes, they'll put one inside the window room now as well. It's Config. Makes amends by getting a leash, pulls it back to 4-on-4, and he falls off to safety in the meantime. The process of doing so. Twist is waiting underneath the window. We'll see if that amounts to anything.
It was an aggressive stance from the CTs at the very start. AZ, one of their strongest units on Mirage. He's actually a fantastic connector player. Very good at utilizing smokes. He's got a variation of one ways he uses. And Valda surely gets his kill. Where's the backup? Where's the refrag, guys? Why are they committing when they've got rotations coming in? There was no need for that to go down to that mana. JDM hits it. Bomb recovered. 45 seconds remain. Config not necessarily alone on the B site as his teammates join him. But Stanislaw, look at the position he's got. He's managed to go towards CD spawn. They'll have an inkling that this is a possibility that Stan pushes through. As you can see, scoping up. No, he missed it. How did he miss that?
You can't ask questions that I can't answer because I have none for that. Stan is going to get aggressive, and even though the flames are there, MSL manages to trade his own death by getting the kill before going down. Cajun makes up by getting JDM. It's on to Twist. 1 versus 2. He's walking in and closer, and... Ooh, he didn't actually expose his back. I thought he would. Cajun goes searching for him, and he's disappeared. How's he done that? Houdini! But
Van
I think Twist is equally as confused because Cajun's still close by and he had no idea. So Cajun walks around with a pistol and it's another round to go to North. In fact, their first of their CT campaign.
Well, well, well. North do manage to get one round there. I thought Twist definitely had potential to do it. Very confusing towards the end. A pause coming through, 13-6 overall. Money not fantastic now. We'll take a tactical timeout. Money okay for Liquid, as you can see. Almost 8K for a lead. Are they going to go all in? Looks like they are. That will be okay. I think like 3, maybe 4 rifles. There'll be a compromise somewhere. Maybe a UMP. But with the fully invested North right now, as you can see, everyone sub $1,000 win this. That could mean 2. Could force a double eco in Zeus. He's aware of that. Giving out the orders right now. We'll be discussing the ideas and looks very calm and just relaying the information. Looks a little bit like a sergeant right now. Hands behind his back. The benefits of the wireless headset can walk up and down the line, inspect the troops.
Inspect the admin.
Make sure the boots are shiny.
Gotta love the shiny boots. Spit shine if you have to. Take a shower and shine your shoes. We've got no time to lose.
Yeah, probably.
You're a young man. You must be going. How does it? I can't remember how that goes. You remember that song? General? Yeah. High school classic. For some reason, everybody knew it.
Some damage inflicted at the start of this round. Cage will be down to 36 HP. AZ burning alive somewhat there as well. 56 and JDM. He knows if they win this round, they've got a lifeline in this game. It's not over just yet. 20 remaining. Look at a B split coming in nice and quick. That smoke doesn't look amazing. They managed to make their way up and they find the first shot as well, taking down one of the key scalps of the north side. It's Config to drop first. Bowder now, last line of defense, at least for now, gets one. That's enough. With the Famis alone, it's down to a 3-on-3. Flashbangs and smokes make their way towards the kitchen area. Stanislaw might have wanted to peek that, but his teammate says no, you're not going any further. And the retake begins. One kid available in the back of AZ.
Snake goes far. Damage further inflicted to JDM. This continues to watch over the window, from the window, and it works as he gets the shot in towards Checker, trying to swap to the AWP and run away as AZ. He's found out by Stan. It goes 13-7. 20 rounds done. Guns for Liquid. Nuns for North. Not that kind of nun, actually. They're not religious.
We don't know that.
True.
13-7, like we said, if Liquid win that round, which they just about do, it was bowed up, getting that one frag to Famis. I thought that was enough. But no, the retake denied with the good smoke utilization. The crossfire set up once the bomb was planted, and they take the right decision there. No force buy from North. This is going to try and let their money establish itself once again. Take the full eco. A few upgraded pistols here and there. Config, we know what he can do with this deagle. He's shown us already on Inferno what he's capable of. Not going to find the same success here in round number 21 of the second map. Coming near the end of this game now, Liquid. Still got a lot of work to do. This should be a guaranteed round, like we always say. Double digits, that's the milestone, so still a bit of work to do here. This will be 13-8. Looking very likely they'll pick this one up.
Tag from the Flames. Gets a leash down to 97. Probably the year he was born, young John. Takes down AZ, JDM. Takes down Valda. Crazy to think that 1997 means you're 20. That means that I'm old as Nitro takes down Cajun B.
Good work. Up against a full eco.
Thank you.
Not really much that North can do about that one. As Config with the chance at the top middle with the Desert Eagle. Everyone looks very calm on the north side right now. Just a note, they're in the hotel right now as the stadium is constructed. It's a nice little hotel setup we've got there.
Building it from scratch, the stadium?
Yeah.
It was an empty lot when we got here.
Exactly. Takes a few days. We are in the venue, but we haven't actually seen the inside yet. After the show they put on last year, remember that live action beginning
guy
they had?
Jumped off like a 4-story stage.
And I'm looking forward to see what they bring to the table this year.
Yeah. Well, either way. We get back to the action with JDM inside of middle, smoke late toward the window.
Like we said, double eco situation here. Happy to take it North. Yeah, it's a little bit boring, but you got to get it done. So the greater good. Can't keep force buying, especially with this
greater
lead.
good.
Yeah. A lot of teams would be tempted to force buy, and it's, oh, we can go for this.
Oh, I'd force buy.
Yeah.
Even if you told me not to, I would. Nitro takes down Valda. Elige takes down AZ. Config gets one back at least with the USP. And Cajun inside of the window now, dropping down from ladder. Means they'll pick up one gun. No, they will not. JDM takes down Config before such time as he's able to grab it. So, leave it to the fact that we are now going to go 13-9. 4 rounds between them.
4-1. And it will be the final kill coming in. Elise getting lively now. He keeps finding those multiple frags. He finished the first half at 5, and he can't be far at 15 now. JDM. Lounging.
Always relaxing. Max and relax.
So now the game really begins at this point. Liquid have really got themselves in a realistic chance to pull it back. Money's starting to stabilize for North. Looking for that 2-0 Liquid after going down 12-3 themselves. They've actually brought this one back on the T side of Mirage. It's going to be Cajun B towards short this time, trying to find the opening pick. Got a gap in the smoke. Nails the shot, takes down his rival Orber as well. JDM can't do anything about that. Didn't expect him to be in that position. Recovery is still possible. Like I said, AZ is known to be a very good connector player, using plenty of different smokes and happy to take the jewels. As Alish gets boosted up a little. Look at this, but so does Config. Takes him down, a quick dink, and 5-on-3 comes in just like that.
Very, very relaxed from Config. Great view. Takes advantage Cajun B. Flash down, couldn't catch the gap. Goes back for it though, and Nitro gets taken out in the new CT model, T model, whatever sided T.
Yeah.
But really, you've got to ask yourself, with the corruption of the government, who's really the terrorist here?
The terrorist at the bomb.
Okay. Maybe they're trying to help humanity. Maybe they're vigilantes. As Config takes out Stanislaw, and it goes 14 rounds for North, map 3, 2 rounds away.
Yep. Well, looks like North is stabilizing now. Now the money's started to sort itself out. Hitting the shots required. Cajun B, like we said, not the flashiest of AWPers, but certainly a very intelligent one, changing his position up. Realizing the tendencies of the smoke set deploying at the start. There's going to be a gap there, makes the jump towards short. Takes down JDM. They try and boost up towards the window, but Config ready and waiting. Finds Alish, the star player of Team Liquid. Now they're one step closer to forcing out that third map. Occasion watches towards A ramp this time. Will be a default for now. Round number 24, Config. This is what he does best on Mirage. Once he gets in the zone, he gets an AK in his hand as well. Pushing top and middle is something he does very well indeed. Here we backed up by AZ, who this time is in towards the window area. Cajun B wants to go aggressive at the A round, not fully committing, of course. Just wants to get that
We've
first
got
shot
everyone
back.
muted, by the way.
Yeah, we don't want to hear him.
No, like, turning off sounds in console. Just, nope, mute him, done.
Get him out.
Well, Nitro will try and peek it out with JDM putting down a late smoke to cover Catwalk. And then he takes his AWP. That's got a big gap in it, though. Well, it wouldn't for the window, but it certainly does for Config's position. He can't trace it in far enough. Looks for Nitro, who fires back. There's tracers going either way. It's against the wall, and Nitro somehow wins it. I would have thought it went the other way.
Oh!
Config couldn't find the angle. Stands found Cajun. MSL's at A main, however, that foils all plans of trying to A split, especially if he found Twist as well, but he's bought time. As AZ got one, it's traded back by Nitro. It leaves us with only Valda. And this would be another reset for North.
Absolute chaos ensues on the A site. 7 frags, just like that, out of nowhere. Team Liquid overrun the A site. 2 versus 1. Valda definitely in contention to win this. He knows he probably has to. Like he said, a reset coming through. AK in hand, no nades to work with it. That's the problem. He has a smoke or a Molotov. He probably wins this. Has to go through. But as soon as he kills Nitro, Twist is going to face, and he knows that. He'll get this kill, almost certainly. Refrag coming in, not just yet, but Twist still has the advantage. He won't be assuming that he's in the same position, and that's it. Easy shot. Twist does it. Double digits for Liquid. Now we got a real chance. That's another reset, as you pointed out. Zeus going to be happy with that one. Got a little bit dicey towards the end. The comeback looked likely there from Valda, but couldn't ascertain that both players were towards that A ramp. Pistols again, but money not completely ruined, as you can see. About 3.5k per player. They do buy a CZ each, which is $500, so just under 3k per player now. And they'll be able to buy for sure next round, so this isn't as devastating as it could be. Config with a bit of body armor, of course. He likes to be a bit cheeky with his purchases, and he goes towards the underpass. Good flashbang! A flashback does a bit of damage towards Twist, but not going to find the frag just yet.
Config getting well out of the way, having left the underpass position, takes a substantial amount of damage. Running through connector, it puts him down to 33. Twist. Top of the stairs has JDM with him on the AWP trying to do damage. I think that's a blood splatter. I think it's from the grenade though. I'm not sure. I can't tell. I can't picture it, Hank. I'm losing it. Nitro's not. He's going into the site. Stan's already got himself down. He knows the Volta was up on the balcony somewhere. So he'll try and continue to find him. They certainly found Volta, but Config did tremendous work.
Yeah, he
flanks
did.
out both players that were back on top of the stairs. That includes the AWP, which he's going to try and utilize to good success on the retake. Elise peeks him out, though, and he couldn't react fast enough. It looked like he might. He just moved his mouse.
Could feel it coming. But there it is. This was the eco, remember. The third frag could come through and could have had something to really sabotage the Liquid post-plant situation. Occasion beat. Sneaking in. We'll get that frag, or maybe not. Elise takes him down. No greatest Glock to the CZ. That was against the eco, but certainly wasn't the most comfortable of rounds. Here's the replay of Config, making things a little bit difficult there. Considering his position, the fact he got guns down there, you think he maybe gets a bit more of that considering his config. So what's the play here? They can definitely buy North, maybe a chance for a pause. I think that's exactly what's happened.
C'est possible.
Pressure getting from somebody. Remember, this is 12-3 for North this time, after feeling the same treatment on Inferno.
Well, all of our games today have gone the distance, Henry. We've been treated with some very close matchups, and I think that was expected when you looked at this group.
Oh yeah, like the analyst pointed out, like every game in this tournament, considering it's best of 3, it's going to be nuts. Like, there might be the old hill there. Is that the...
Yeah, buddy!
Is that like the kind of bonus feature unlocked? What is that about?
Sorry, that was actually just my iPod coming through.
You got an iPod?
Yeah.
Nice. What is that, like a mini?
No, it's an iPod Shuffle.
Shuffle, nice. You couldn't even see the screen.
No, I just put all Russian music on. I know I like it that way.
Good. Well then. 14-11. Oh, North. Pressure, so much pressure really when you get around number 15. You know you have a buffer. You know there's no chance of you losing. It's just the worst you can get is overtime. Haven't quite found number 15 just yet. Liquid presenting a very solid T-side so far. Haven't had to really fall back to the executions. This has been mid-control, finding frags, boosting players up, and rounds like this, just grouping up and brute forcing their way into the sides. Mabauda, he's ready and waiting this time. A couple of kills, make it 3 now for North. And the 4 versus 2 is JDM to try and get the frags in return. It looks like he might be done for here. No real reason for them to overextend the CT. Flashbangs coming through. His teammate Stanislav, very far removed from the situation. And JDM, that's not going to help him out too much, but can't hit the shot. I didn't really think that smoke would be that beneficial. He actually locks his teammate out as well. And that should be it. 4 versus 1.
Well, map points is achieved for North. We go 15-11. And we'll see if Liquid have anything left in the tank. Is gas a liquid?
No, it's a gas.
You got it.
Yeah.
I always like that trick question.
Okay, then.
But it's almost like a liquid form, though, right?
Yeah, definitely.
You see what I mean?
Totally.
Yeah, okay. Well, either way, Cobblestone staring us straight in the face, but not before Liquid want to try and reset North. And if they are able to do so, we still could have extra rounds in our agenda on the itinerary. The menu.
North should be able to close this one out. I'd imagine the money's not amazing in the Liquid camp. Bomb not going down in that previous round. Went towards BC. Yeah, you can see the compromises coming through. UMPs for Elige and JDM. Twist with the CZ. A couple of AKs to work with here. And he's going to need 4 rounds in a row to force overtime. We'll see if it's possible. I'm not thinking. I think this is probably the last round. We have pretty much got the distance. Round number 27 here.
Config with the smoke down. We'll just spray into it toward top middle. Nitro, meanwhile, has already made his way up toward the kitchen, but it's Twist, Stan, and JDM that are going to work together inside the halls. the sight. Back to the window with lots of room to wiggle because he stays far side of quad, but still gets found by Stan. Stan's got an opening there for as they go for a boost on Cajun with the AWP. They want ease of access with a double arch smoke. You would have called those smokes, and that's the response.
Yeah, works out very nicely, but nothing picked up in terms of frags. 4-on-3 advantage though for North. Start to encroach on the bomb site now. Needs to find a frag. That's AZ. Gets information as to where the second is. They're both stuck in the kitchen at this point. They can be smoked out of position. Damage inflicted on both sides, but Elige down to 33. 3 versus 1. Stan got his work cut out for him. Can't find the shot, and that will be it. The second map goes in favor of North. 16-11 is your final scoreline after having the huge lead. Congratulations to Liquid just for bringing it back and making a competitive scoreline, but North certainly were the better team there after losing out narrowly on Inferno. Their T-side on Mirage was very, very good. What a great game that was from them. Just perfect calls, controlling the momentum throughout. The first half getting that 4-0, dominating their bonus rounds and just dictating the pace throughout and just completely juking Liquid for the most part. So it was another decent game today. We've had some very good maps.
We've been treated with some delicious Counter-Strike, you might say.
I would say that, yeah.
More delicious than all of my... I'm not going to do the Donut Media joke. I'm not going to do that. It's fine. I was going to talk about all my hamsters.
Okay.
You got to watch Donut Media to understand.
Don't know what it is.
It's because you're not a car guy.
Okay.
Okay.
Brilliant.
What do you think of Cobblestone?
I think it's going to be a really exciting map. Both teams very well versed in it. I think North is probably one of their absolute best. Liquid getting better and better at it. I think JDM can do very good work, especially in the back of that B site. He's very tenacious there. Like, he can stay alive for a long time, and he got good flashbangs. He can buy time, hit shots. So I think that's going to be a very interesting battle indeed, and a nice way to round off the evening.
I think a great way to round off the evening, but we've got to take a break before we do that and send it over to the desk with the man who is my dad, Alex.
Thank you so much, son. Yes, indeed. Also, quick note: do come down and get your dinner. It's getting cold.
It's bloody cold by now.
It's probably cold by now, and you must have, the mom must be quite pale because, Matt's complexion doesn't reflect yours, Alex.
Hey, man. I think he's kind of got a little bit of a brown tint to him, and I'm a mystery.
Well, and we have the whole thing of Matt being older than Alex, so
Look,
it's just not going to work.
I don't know why you're doing all of this mumbo-jumbo maths.
Yeah.
Let's get into the, the serious stuff
Chad and
here.
his bloody logic again.
Here's a few questions which...
Do you want to host this segment?